Oh, there I am. Woo! I was wondering what was happening tonight. I just couldn't figure it out. You can hear my mascot, my mascot. You know that. Ooh, that dog! I'm telling you. But anyway, the show just wouldn't seem right if I didn't hear my dog barking. Oh my God! But anyway, I'd like to welcome everybody to the show tonight. So we're talking about the duties of a Freemason. There are three distinct duties of a Freemason, and we're going to discuss those duties tonight. So if you're just tuning in, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming on. I didn't even give my administrators a call. I haven't said anything to really anybody about coming on except for a couple of people that gave me a call tonight. Certainly, I want to say thank you for tuning in. In this show, this evening, we're going to talk about the three duties of a Freemason because in my journeys, I've found that some brothers just don't know the duties of a Freemason. I don't believe from my conversation with several different brothers, I'm finding that a lot of brothers are not being the charge that is supposed to be given to you, you're not receiving your charge. You're not receiving your charge, so therefore, if you don't know the duties of a Freemason. Hear me again. I'm finding that a lot of brothers of the craft is not receiving the charge of a Freemason. And if you do not receive the charge of a Freemason, you do not know the duties of a Freemason. And as a Freemason, you do have a duty. You do. And this crosses all jurisdictions. And then it is left up to the individual brother to display the three great lights and principles of those duties to the individual or to the Mason whom he is talking to. Hear me clearly. There are three great duties of a Mason. I believe that most of us are not giving those three great duties when we are initiated a Freemason. And I also believe that it is left up to those individuals who are Masons to distribute or to show those three great duties in their life and to their fellow man and to individuals who are Masons. Now, some may feel a little different, and that's okay. It's really okay. Got a scratch in the back, got to scratch it. And that's okay. However, tonight I just want to share with you those three distinct duties that a lot of brothers, I don't know necessarily what happens to them. I don't know what mind frame they're in. I don't know exactly what some of their jurisdictions are, but I can tell you that they have forgotten the duties of a Freemason. I can tell you that. I can legitimately tell you that. Because I've had a conversation with them, I asked them, I said, okay, so you being a Mason, what are your duties? And I get crickets. And I am also reminded of my duties as a Freemason because I was asked that same question yesterday and I went crickets too. So it is not to point fingers or anything, but it's to simply to say that, look, this happens. It really happens. But we should never forget our duties. We as Masons should never forget our duties because of how important they are. These are some very important duties. They crosses all jurisdictions, and that's the uniqueness of Freemasonry. But before I go into those three duties of a Freemasons, I want to just send everybody who's tuning in, everybody that's online right now tonight, a big shout out and say thank you. I really want to say I appreciate you for doing just that, tuning in. I also want to share something that I just received yesterday. It was indeed an honor and a gift that I received yesterday, and I'm going to share it with you. This is the gift that I received yesterday. If you can see it, okay? This is the gift that I received yesterday. It's the symbolism and allegories in Masonry. You need to go pick this book up. Let me tell you why. This book is written by this gentleman right here. Okay? That's the gentleman. I'm quite sure you can see it. Okay? You see his picture? You see his name. Go get the book. You hear me? Go get the book. I'm just saying, you need to go get this book. It is deep. It is a great book. It is by one of our own. And when I say one of our own, I'm talking about a Mason that his experience as a Mason, regardless of his jurisdiction, it transcends him. When I say one of our own, I'm talking about a real Mason. I am not talking about a Kung Fu Mason, one who's all about mess. I'm talking about a real Mason. This guy right here, he's a Prince Hall brother. This is a Prince Hall brother. This, and y'all, yeah, we know he's a real Mason. No, brother, you haven't talked to him on the phone. You don't know him. If you haven't had a real conversation with this brother right here, you got to go get this book. He sent me a copy. He signed it over, and I want to tell him that I've been into it already, and it's a great book. And I'm gonna tell you what he said to me, and this is special for me. All right. So in this book, he says to Brother Tony Hawkins Muhammad, ancient, free, and accepted Mason, that let the world observe how Masons love one another. And he signed it. The key to that is he said, let the world observe how Masons love one another. That right there, that touched me. Now, I don't know about you and some of you fake other Prince Hall Masons, some of you fake Modern Free, fake John G. Jones, fake Masons out there, because, we get them in all jurisdictions. I'm talking about some real brotherly love. I'm talking about brotherly love that transcends jurisdiction. See, some of y'all can't get over yourselves. You're too hell-bent on holding down the next man. See, you know what? When he sent me this book belonging to him, when he sent me this book, I told him I was going to talk about his book on my show. Well, let me change that. Not on my show, but on the John G. Jones Research Lodge. I was going to talk about that. Okay, that's what I told him I was going to do. And we as brothers are supposed to uplift each other. Now, if he has something that's going to benefit the craft, I don't care what jurisdiction you are. I'm going to, as an individual who's the host of the show for now, I'm going to uplift you. All right? I'm going to do that until the Grand Lodge finds someone else, or the new incoming officers, which we do have, and is going to be coming on. I'm like, hey, here you go. This is how we do it. So if you want this book, that's his name here at the bottom. In the title of this book, yeah, you can order it. It's out there. Look for it. It is out there. Go and get a copy of this book. It's a great book to have in your archives. It's a great book to have in your library. It's a real good book. Go support this brother. Go support this brother. All right? So, with that being said, we're going to get right into it tonight. Look, if you're calling into this show and you think you so deep and I'm going to hang up on you. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to hang up on you. All right? So let's just be real with it. I don't need you calling to the show. You're talking, but you can't complete what you're trying to say because you too damn deep. I ain't got time for it. So we're going to get on to the nice show. We're going to talk about the 3 principles, duties of a Freemason. All right? So if you're going to call into tonight's show, you certainly are welcome to do so. We'd love for you to do so. As a matter of fact, we don't mind you calling in. This is what separates us. Our number is 619-985-1184. We're live right now. And if you want to call in tonight, you're certainly welcome to do so. And we're going to get down with the show tonight. So we're talking about the 3 great duties of a Freemason. First, before I go farther, I'm going to send a big shout out to Khalif Shrine Temple number 4 of San Diego. Thank you very much. And congratulations to the new potentate of Khalif Shrine Temple number 4 of San Diego. That is the one and only noble W.B. Smith, the new potentate. Congratulations. And if there's anything I can do for you in this journey of yours, let me know. And to the newly elected officers of the southern and west of the southern Masonic jurisdiction of the ancient, free, and accepted Masons, 33rd and last degree. Congratulations to your office. I'm looking forward to working with each of you, and we're about to really make something happen. As we begin to close out this year, I got one more video to do before this year is over, and I really think you're going to love that video, or that show. But we're going to get right down to it tonight and start off with those 3 great duties of a Freemason. This is what we're going to do tonight. Let me see where I got some comments in here already. So before I get started, to everybody who's coming on, I just want to send you a big shout out. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays to you. If I don't get a chance to go back on, hey, Jonathan G, what's going on with you, my brother? Greg Morris, what's going on with you? Hey, family, New Black World Order, what's going on with you? Just sending everybody a big shout out. Just want you to know how much I appreciate you. Travis, what's happening with you? Joshua Whitty, what's going on with you? Atlanta is in the house. What's up, ATL? I had a great time when I came to Atlanta, baby. Yes, I did. I did have a great time. I'm like Bugs Bunny on that shit. Man, look, I'm coming back to Atlanta. This 220, I got to come back to Atlanta. And I got to spend more time, and I did. It was just awesome, boy. I was telling you, it was awesome. Hey, Freddie, what's going on with you? Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hit my line, bruh. Travis, I'm going to tell you, bruh. You better text me. You know what? My phone is full. I am so sorry. You're going to have to text me, Travis. You're going to have to do that. I appreciate it. And to all my Prince Hall brothers. Yeah, I said my Prince Hall brothers. I said the damn thing. Oh, God. I know somebody out there like, he done lost his mind. Rock 101, it's all good, baby. Oh, my. No, it's not that I've lost my mind. I found some new brothers. That's all that is. I found to be worthy, well qualified for some new brothers. So to my Prince Hall brothers, what's up? To my Modern Free, what's up, Grandmaster Jackson? I appreciate you. Modern Free is in the house tonight. I appreciate International. Hey, PHO. I'm appreciating all my brothers of the craft because, hey, it is what it is. I'm telling you, man, we got to get it together. And this is what I love about the craft. I mean, true brotherhood. I love that shit. I mean, look, there's nothing like being a Mason amongst Masons who respects you and you respect them. Not none of that BS stuff that you see and read on the internet. I'm talking about some real Masonic stuff. I'm talking about stuff that crosses all boundaries. Black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever. That's some real Masonry stuff. Most brothers don't get that. They really don't. And I'm grateful that I've had the opportunity to experience some real Masonry. And when I say real Masonry, I'm not just talking about here in the United States. I'm talking about some real, let's travel type of Masonry. See, when people tell me, oh, Hawkins, you can't travel, but they don't know about the connections that I have. They don't know. They really don't know. And I love it. You know, Grandmaster Munoz, my brother, I appreciate you in your jurisdiction. I really do. You know, I've learned a lot hanging out with Grandmaster Munoz. I really have. Grandmaster Munoz, and I can say this, he's a past Grandmaster now, but you know, his brothers of the craft has always included and invited me out to his jurisdiction and whatever they have going on. And not only that, my Hispanic brothers of the craft, I'm an honorary member of their lodge. I am. They told me. As a matter of fact, they gave me my certificate, my pen, my everything. You are now an honorary member of this lodge, this jurisdiction. What can you say about that? Huh? I'm like, man. And to the other brothers down in Puerto Rico, I want to send you a big shout out to my brothers in Puerto Rico, my brothers in Chile. I know you're on tonight. Man, look, I'm just sending everybody a shout out because they reached out to me. And this is what it's all about. I don't know how some of you may feel about Masonry if you're just tuning in tonight. We're talking about the 3 great duties of a Freemason, but I'm just letting you know how excited I am about being a Mason. I'm really excited about it. And I've been here 32 years. And I say going into 2020 is one of the most exciting years of being a Mason that I can talk about. Now, 2019, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a year-end review of 2019. I am. But 2020, April 25th. I think that's going to really top that whole year off. I think after April the 25th, if all goes well, hear me clearly, after April the 25th, you hear the date, all goes well, I believe I'm just going to just sit back and just be at awe in regards to Freemasonry. April the 25th, 2020, I believe I'm just going to be at awe of Freemasonry because of what is about to take place. My jurisdiction, John G. Jones, Grand Lodge of California, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason. It has nothing to do with England at all. It doesn't. And that's the beauty of it all. But it has something to do with Africa. And that's the beauty of it all. And I can't wait. I really can't wait. For those of you who I've personally contacted and asked if you wanted to partake and be part of this event, I want to thank you because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. And as soon as I get all of the information, I will pass it on to you. I have 90% of it, and you'll be hearing from me. Melvin Little, you already know. You already know. You promised me, Melvin Little, that you was going to partake in this event. All right? April the 25th, Los Angeles, California. That's all I'm going to say, Malcolm. I mean, not Malcolm. Melvin Little. You said you was going to be there. I'm holding you to your word, bro, cuz I love to have you there. Grandmaster Rashid Muhammad out of North Carolina. You said that you was going to come if all went well for you, and I understand there were some things you had to work out. I got you. So, I got some brothers on board, and they plan to be there. So let's get right into the show tonight. Welcome everybody aboard. We had our elections last night, and boy, were there some brothers happy and some brother was mad. Isn't that the way it goes? We had our elections last night too, and to all the new elected wishful masters, and also the new elected officers in the appendant bodies in California, I just want to say welcome aboard, and if I could be of any help to you, let me know. But yeah, definitely, he said that there were some mad brothers and some happy brothers. Isn't that what the election does to a brother? Ooh, that shit right there. Oh my God. Yep, that's what it does. That's what it does. But anyway, so we're going to get right into this. So the first duty, check this out. The first duty to the Mason, is to observe, and strictly adhere to God in his word. Y'all didn't hear me. I said the first duty of a Mason is to strictly observe to the laws of God. Now, some of you may say, well, I'm a Muslim. Well, what do your book say? What do your word, that VSL, say? Some may say, well, I'm a Christian, so what does the Bible say? Some may say, well, I'm a Buddhist, so what does that book say? Some may say, well, I'm a Jehovah's Witness. Well, what does that book say in regards to the word of God? As a Mason, we are to always reverence God. Before we do anything as a Mason, before we do anything, we all should invoke the blessings of deity. It's a fact. You can't be a Mason unless you believe in a supreme being. This is no secret. This is nothing like you say, oh, he's sharing secrets. No, I'm just giving you some facts on the 3 duties of a Mason. All right? Duties of a Mason. Because some of us has gotten it twisted. Some of us have lost our way. So I just want to help you come on back to the light. I just want to help you come on back because you on some other stuff. So your first duty, my brother, is to reverence God and not to take everything into intemperance. That's your first duty. But some of us get so caught up. Some of us get so, you know, brothers trying to tell brothers not to drink too much, not to do this too much. And here you are calling females B's and H's and this and that. And you all in public, you got your jacket on, but you all up in the club staggering. And I've seen it. I'm quite sure you've seen it too. And then when a brother try to whisper good counsel in your ear to tell you, hey, bro, you got to tone it down a little bit, you go get ignorant. I don't know. Y'all got to help me out with that one. But I'll tell you this. There are some brothers out here that I know of personally that really adheres to that duty, to reverence God and to put God first, and to whatever you do, to always pray first before you do whatever you plan to do. And look, let's be honest. I'm not saying that I'm some honest, when I say honest, I'm not saying I'm some perfect Joe out here saying, yeah, I do this all the time. I don't. When I go do me, I do me. And I forget all about God. Let's just be real and honest with it. When I do me, I do me. I don't be asking God, well, should I do this or not? I go do it and I think about the consequences later. Whatever it be, it's my business. I go do it. Just like any other man. But as a Mason, and this holds me to the fire too. I'm supposed to reverence God. I'm supposed to put God first. If I'm going to do it, put God first. Ask for blessings from deity and then move forward. But no, I don't do that sometimes. Let's be honest, I don't do it a lot of time. I'm supposed to do that as a Mason. But this is a reminder not only to those who don't, but to me also. Let's be real now. If I'm going to throw a rock, if I'm going to throw a rock, I got to throw one back at me. Because you know what? This is good for everybody. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. You know? So this is how this is going to go tonight. So don't think, well, what is he talking about? No. If it's good for you, it's good for me. You know? And that's the truth. Be it whatever jurisdiction you may be of or be from. This is some real masonry stuff right here. This ain't nothing you're going to hear from somebody, well, you know, all intellectual and, well, let me tell you. No, this ain't that type of show. This is the show you can come and say, we're sitting on the front porch of your home, or we're sitting out back somewhere. We're sitting down, we're really kicking it. This is how we get down here tonight. So we're talking about those three duties of a Mason. So one of them is to always reverence God. In whatever you do, wherever you go, you put God first. By whatever name you choose to call God to you, you put God first as a Mason. Because you can't be an atheist and be a Mason. No, sir. Nope. I only drink in my house where the Spirit of the Lord dwells in the ritual of the tree of life. Oh, Malcolm Prophet. Oh my God, bruh. I'm not gonna even go there with you tonight, Malcolm. I'm not gonna do it. Facts drop. Thank you, I appreciate it. What's up, John? How you doing, bro? I appreciate you. David Weatherspoon, what's going on with you? Secrets, the obligation, and passes. We're gonna talk about that. Understand the doctrine of God and learn of the gospel. All right, ordinance and blessings. Oh yeah. So that's one of the duties. That's one of the duties, all right? Now, let me see. The next in duty is not only the duty to God, the creator, and to employ his aid in all that we do. That's just one duty, all right? Our next duty is to our neighbor. You're like, Hawkins, you lost your mind. My neighbor? What? No. The second duty of a Mason is to his neighbor. Well, you may say, well, Hawkins, who is my neighbor? Well, your neighbor can be anybody that lives next to you. Anybody, your neighbor can be anybody that's next to you, your neighbor. If I'm in a room, the person next to me is my neighbor. He's right next to me. If I'm at my home, the person living next door to me is my neighbor. All right? So my next duty is to my neighbor. And let me tell you what that duty is. And it's to my neighbor. To your neighbor in the actions upon the square, in doing unto good. You're supposed to do good, okay? Let me see. To your neighbor in acting upon the square and doing unto him as you would he should do unto you. You know where you get that from. That's a Bible verse. That's a Bible verse right there for you. Take that home and drink some coffee on that. But we as Masons are supposed to act upon that. That's our second duty. Once again, I'm going to check you out on the second duty that we have as a Mason. It says, to your neighbor in acting upon the square. All right? And doing unto him as you would he should do unto you. All right? And to yourself. In avoiding all irregularities. You know, I'm messing that word up. Apologize for that. Irregularities. That's the word right there. You can look that up. It is spelled IRREGULARITY. Irregularities. That's the word. It's a tongue twister for me. I don't mind. And intemperance. So in other words, your irregularities and your intemperance and doing some foul stuff to your neighbor is out the door. You're supposed to be able to do everything in intemperance. That is to say that you're not going to go and just do some foul stuff to your neighbor. That's the person sitting next to you. That's the person living next to you. That's the person you up in the club. He's or she is next to. That's your neighbor. Anybody next to you is your neighbor. That's your neighbor. All right? And it says also, you're supposed to carry yourself in a dignified way. You're supposed to be upright in the way you carry yourself when you deal with people like your neighbor. All right? So the question is, once again, who's my neighbor? Anybody that's near you, around you is your neighbor. All right? That's your neighbor. Wait for your brother thing. Peace and greetings. What's going on? What's up, Terrell? Yeah, what's up? See, you know what? I'm going to send a big shout out to Terrell. Let me tell you why. Anything he wants to know that I've said, and he wants to get an understanding of what I've said, he will call me and ask me, what did you mean by what you said, brother? And I tell him, this is what I meant. He's like, okay, I just wanted to have some clarity. Because sometimes when you post things on Facebook, when you post things in your tweet, when you tweet things, when you Instagram things, the way you may necessarily want them to come out, they don't always get the message across. So sometimes when you know that person, you go directly to the source. You just don't read it and say, I don't understand what he's trying to say. You go to the source. Call that person up and ask him, what did you actually mean? Because it may not necessarily be that. It may not necessarily be that. So you have to be able to find out for yourself. And that's where you're going to find out. This is what that person meant. Hold on just a second. Boom, let me back up. Shucks. Man. Hold on, everybody. all right, I'm back. I'm back. So that's how you get down with that. All right? That's what you got to look when you're dealing with that. You got to call the person up. You got to call a person up. With that being said, so let's look at the third one. So we know the first one is to always have reverence to God. We know that. All right? We know also that in the fact of having reverence to God, anything we do, we're going to put God first. That's our first duty. Our second duty is to treat our neighbors as we would like to be treated. We want to, be on the square, be on the level. All right? That's the second one. Now, the third one, let's take a look at the third one. It says to always be respectful, okay, as a citizen. To always be respectful as a citizen. Now, I'm going to let you know, I may have some difficulties with that third one. And you may be saying, what do you mean, Brother Hawkins? How are you going to have some difficulties with the third one, to be respectful as a citizen? I'm a black man first. And that's for real. And I know that the way that we are treated as individuals or people of the hue is different than other people. So to tell me, as I read the 3 duties of a Mason, is to be peaceful and respectful. At times, as a black man, period, that gonna be difficult. I'm just being honest, and I'm just putting it out there. That can be difficult. To be peaceful and to be, let me see, it says to be peaceful and to be something else. Hold on, I'm going to look this up. I want to make sure I don't get off track here, because I have it. It says to your neighbor, and then it says what you may employ, okay? In the state you are quite and peaceable citizen, true to your government and to your country. You need to be true to your government and to your country. Now, I may have some difficulty with that. I ain't going to sit here and lie. It's true. Some of you may say, oh, no. Let's just be honest for a change. Let's just be honest. That can be difficult, being a black Mason. And some of you may say, well, you throw race. You always want to throw race in there. Hey, man, that's life, okay? Let's just talk about it. It's okay to talk about it, all right? It is really okay. You don't have to get upset. I'm not going to get upset. We're not going to go back and forth. But it's really okay. It's just part of life. It is, But to be respectful and to be a peaceful citizen to your country and to your government. It can be difficult being a black man and being a black Mason. It can be really difficult. I'm not saying that we can't do it, but life has shown us in these United States that can be kind of difficult. I'm just giving you the facts. Now, some of you may say, well, you don't have to bring that up, but I have to talk about what's real. I mean, for the average person, the average citizen who walks down the street and they get pulled over by the police, that's some real stuff, Why are you pulling over and I'm trying to get to work? I'm trying to go home, but you bothering me. Oh, you look suspicious. Walking? I look suspicious walking? So I'm just saying, those 3 great duties of a Mason are great. They are. But that third one, I'm just saying, I may have some difficulties with that because of who I am. And that's just being honest. I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. I'm just giving you the facts. And some brothers may say, well, Brother Hawkins, if you just stay out of trouble, if you just do this. I'm getting tired of hearing if you would just do this, because a lot of us just do that and we still find ourselves in a system that don't give a damn about you. That's the truth. Okay? That is the honest, blatant truth. So those are your 3 great duties as a Mason. Period. If you've been initiated, passed, and raised, you have heard of those charges. You should have received those charges. Now you need to look in the mirror and see if you are true to the charges that's been given to you. Are you holding those charges dear to yourself? Even I, last night, was reminded of those charges. Yesterday, after I spoke with a brother, reminded me of my charges. He did. And I had to say to myself, damn, okay, all right, okay. I had to, being a Mason, because Mason brings all brothers together who may have stayed separate. But because of this journey, we come together. Now, some may not like it. Tough titty. So you need to just talk back to me because it is what it is. Some of you may not like that, but Masonry brings all men of all races and all religions together. That's what it does. It's the fatherhood of God, the brotherhood of man, and the relief and charity of the craft. It brings us all together. And if you can't get with that, well, I need not to even have a Masonic conversation, nor do I need to even identify, nor do you need to identify me as a Mason. That's the truth. This is Masonry 101. And some of you simply forgotten it, didn't want to hear it, because you thought you was better than somebody else. It went above your head. It did. Ooh, let me move that over. So that's where that's at. Man. So yeah, that's where that's at. And it's okay. It's really, really okay. So look. Let's see. Let's see who's on tonight and what you're talking about. Just gonna go in the chat room. So why is most people at the top of Masonry are white folks? Let me tell you. CVRDO1. That is not necessarily true. What you're saying is in Freemasonry, in any jurisdiction, you can find any brother of the craft at a position in high level, regardless of their race, be it black or white, Filipino, Mexican, or whatever. You can find any brother at a top level in anything in Freemasonry. It's not just a white brother who you may find at a top level. There's some black brothers who hold top positions around the world in various countries and various places. So I just have to disagree with you on that one. Yeah, basically does that, but the United States of America on Masonry breed a racism. I repeat, the United States of America and Masonic lodges. No, they don't. I'm going to disagree with that to a certain point. I'm going to disagree with that to a certain point. I'm not saying that all Americans, I'm not going to say American period, breed racism in their Masonic lodges. I can't say that because I have found favor from some brothers, Caucasian brothers. I have. So I can't put everybody in a box. I can't do it. I really can't do it. I can talk about, how the races as far as, but I just can't throw all the Prince Hall brothers in the same box. I can't throw all mainstream in the same box, modern, free, international. I can't put all the brothers in the same, I can't do it. It's true, I can't. Now, have I wanted to? Hell yeah, but I can't. That's not being true to me. It's not. Let's see. What else I got here? I hate to leave, brother, but 3-8. Ooh, wee. Man, peace to you, Jay Sugar. Man, you better get some sleep. I'm only going to be on a few more minutes. Yeah, definitely. Antoine Maddox. Let me tell you about Brother Maddox. Brother Maddox is from Chicago. Not Chicago, Atlanta. Brother Maddox is from Atlanta. Don't get mad at me. Brother Maddox is from Atlanta. And when I got to Atlanta, he was pretty busy. So we didn't get a chance to meet right then. But I'll tell you, meeting that brother in Atlanta when I did, it was indeed an honor and privilege to meet you, Brother Maddox. It was, and truly, when I come back to Atlanta, we're going to have a time to where we're able to really sit down and really fellowship. I know we was both on the run at the time, but it was good to see you, to lay eyes on you, my brother. It was good. And I want to say thank you for that opportunity, what you was about to do for me. I want to say thank you, all right? You know exactly what I'm saying. I want to say thank you, all right? So let's see what else we got here. All right, it says the four Malcolm prophet. Nope, I'm not going to touch that. White robes for the things of the past modern. White robes are such an attire position of representatives of position of the Chief Justice and positions of the Justice Department. All right. Create administration just highlighted that hats were already inherited there. Okay. Greetings all from Oakland, California. Most Wishful Harriman Grand Lodge. What's going on with you? Reginald Humphreys, what's up? Welcome. David Weatherspoon, what's going on with you? It is like saying turn the other cheek when you see the system of being unjust to people of color. No. Hold on, back up. I don't turn the other cheek, bruh. I'm not that one. Let's have some understanding. I'm not the one to turn the other cheek. And I don't know about you, but I read your comment. Now, I may have a misunderstanding and a misinterpretation of what you're saying, but turning the other cheek is not something I'm really good at. I can't turn the other cheek and give you the other cheek and say, hey, nah. I'm not that one. I don't know about you. You may be that individual who turns the other cheek. You may be that person who says it's okay, but I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, okay? I just want you to, I'm just not there yet. Let's see what else we got. If the minorities, other than blacks in America, found out blacks in America went through, you would have all kinds of seizures. You are so right with that one, bruh. I have to give it to you. You're so right with that. Let's see. Let's talk about how African Americans have suffered the most of all races, Hispanic, Native American also. That's for another show. That's for another show. It sounds like a good conversation, but tonight we're talking about those three great duties of a Mason. One is to your country, one is to God, and one is to your neighbor. Those are your three great duties as a Mason. That's including me too. I just have an issue with the one to my country. And it's true, I'm just being honest. And the reason I say that is because I know, I've read, and I've seen, and still I see what this country is doing to those of the hue. All right? I see this. So when it tells me as a Mason how I should be peaceful, sometimes you can't always be peaceful in times of war. I'm just saying. Are we at war? That's the question. Nah, but you just can't be peaceful sometimes when somebody's kicking you in the head. How peaceful did you? For those of you who didn't see the Rodney King beating, you know, when they said they was trying to subdue him and he kept moving, well, you hit me, I'm going to move too. I'm just saying. Be peaceful. Nah. You know, it is what it is. You have a choice to make. You do. You really have a choice to make. What else we got here? Just reading some of the chats here. Think anyone needs more proof than what is already provided by the current administration of what they think about black people and of color in America? No, the proof is in the pudding. It's always been there. The only thing that Donald Trump done is pull back the covers. He just said, we still here. Peekaboo. We still here. That's all he did. You know, I'm not mad with Donald Trump. As a matter of fact, I like Donald Trump. Yeah, you heard me say it. I like him. You know why I like him? Because he just gives it to you raw. And you can take it or let it alone. He doesn't even care. That's not just the reason I like him. It's not a like would say, he's my buddy. It's not that type of like. It's that type of like you can sit back and say, he's just showing you who he is. You can take it or let it alone. And let's not forget, only the Congress and Senate can pass laws. Donald hadn't passed any laws that the Congress and Senate hasn't allowed him to pass. Oh, he has executive orders. They can veto that. Oh, you didn't know that the Congress and Senate can veto the president's executive order? Yes, sir. Now, if I'm wrong, for you political majors and you people who are really involved in politics, correct me if I'm wrong. You can say, no, brother, that's not the proper protocol or the way that they do it. Check me. I'm okay with that. But from what I've read and from my own personal experience in politics, this is what I know. Now, somebody can enlighten me because I'm not saying I know everything. I'm just throwing out what I know. So help me to be enlightened and give me a little bit more of that knowledge that you may have. All right? Let's see what else we got. You cannot talk about the justice system without talking about segregation and race. That's true. I'm not trying to talk about either one. I'm trying to talk about the three principles of Freemasonry. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the platform for next year, 220, may change a little bit. We may start talking about some of the things that most organizations don't like to talk about. The justice system and those type of systems and that type of system here in the United States. We may start to talk about that a little bit. But for now and tonight, 219, December the 15th, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to, no, 13, 14, yeah, December the 15th, we're going to talk about the three principles of Freemasonry. That's what we're talking about tonight. What else we got? Jay Sugars, before he left, he says, greetings. My name is Brother Jay Sugar from the Pride of Harrisburg, Lodge number 16, PHO. I just wanted to inform you that your sharing of knowledge about Freemasonry is awesome. I appreciate you on that, brother. But you got to get up early in the morning and go to work. Don't be late for work, bro. Don't do it. I only get drunk. Sam. Oh, Sam. Sam Thomas. Sam Thornton. Come on, bruh. Look, I'm going to say this. You posted that you only partake a little more than usual as a Shriner. Here's something that's going to kind of tilt your hat or pull your wig back a little bit. As a noble, you are not supposed to really partake in that at all. Under the ancient Arabic orders, nobles of the mystic shrine, you're not supposed to indulge yourself in that type of drinking anytime. But see, we've been lied to. We've been told that it's okay as a noble. You can drink. It's not okay, but that's what you've been told. But I'm gonna get back to my three principles. I'm staying on topic tonight. I need to stay right on topic tonight. I'm not trying to deviate, but I just wanted to share that with you. What else we got here? I believe in all the faith, knowing our neighbors have some differences. I'm not any man's judge. I'm thy servant. That's a good one. But I'm going to judge. I am. Because we all judge. I'm not afraid to judge. Because the same way I judge you, I will also be judged according to scriptures. I'm okay with that. The question is, are you okay with it? If I judge somebody, I must know the same way I judge him or her is the same way I'm going to be judged. And if you're okay with that, You can judge, but you have to be okay with that. Hear me clearly. The same way you judge somebody, knowing that you're going to be judged that way, and if you're okay with it, hell, make the judge. Be the judge. Say it ain't right. Say it ain't so. Say you wouldn't do it. Say it. Judge them, because you're going to be judged that way. And if you're okay with it, do it. Don't be holding back. Don't be shy. Don't be shy now. Do it. But if you're going to, if you're not able to hold that, don't do it. If you can't carry that flame, don't do it. Don't judge somebody if you can't carry the flame. If you can't carry the flame, don't do it. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it if you can't carry the flame. What else we got? Ray Ray. Ray Ray. Oh my God. Oh, Ray Ray. Oh, you know, when I hear the name Ray Ray, what's up, Ray Ray? Man, you caught up on all the videos? I hope you enjoyed them, man. I really do. You know, some of them, I'm going to be taking down one of the videos I did the other day. I think I'm going to have to take that one down. You know, that video, right, it was a good video in the beginning, and then it just goes everywhere. So tonight I made it, I just want to make sure I stay on topic, you know, just want to make sure I stay on topic. Ray Ray, though. Oh, man. Okay, what else I got here? What else I got here? Let's see. Let's see. Temperance, fortitude, prudence, and justice. God King, what's going on with you? You just throw something out right there. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Travis, I'm going to tell you this here. Brother Travis Rachel. All right? I'm gonna say this, Brother Travis. You said that the secrets, the obligation, and passes. No, no, no. You know why? Because if anybody want to go by a Masonic ritual, they can. So, don't even sweat that. Don't even do that to you, to yourself. So what's up, everybody that's coming on? I hope you're enjoying the discussion tonight. We're talking about the 3 duties of a Mason. One is to God, one is to neighbor, and one is to country. Now, I'm going to tell you, my hang up is that the one to the country. The reason being is because the system that runs this country has found individuals that look like me. We don't have favor. We don't have favor, so I can't get down with that too deep. I understand it, but it's hard. I'm just being honest with you. And if you be honest with yourself too, and if you're a black Mason, regardless of your jurisdiction, you can understand exactly what I'm saying. I didn't say disrespect the country. I didn't say hate the country. I'm just saying the system that runs the country makes it hard for us who try to be good citizens to be good citizens. When we see those in leadership doing foul things, it's true. It is what it is. And I know some people be like, wow, man, you don't have to go that route. Sometimes you have to go routes that others choose not to go. Once again, in life, you're going to have to go routes. And you're going to have to take a road that others don't want to take. You know why you take that road? The reason you take that road is because you were built for it. Hear me clearly. The reason you take roads in your life that other people wouldn't take is because you were built for that road. It's simple as that. You know how people tell you, man, if it was me, I wouldn't put up with it. You know why? Because you are not them. See, you are built for certain things other people are not built for. So when they try to judge you and tell you what they would or would not do, if they was in a situation, but they're not. Because they're not built for that situation right then. They have to grow and be prepared to take on the situation that may come in their life. Everybody ain't ready to be leaders. Oh, if I was the leader, I'd do this. But you're not the leader. You're not. Everybody's not ready to be a Worshipful Master. Oh boy, if I was Worshipful Master, I'd do this. No, the craft didn't elect you to be Worshipful Master. See, that's her duty. If I was Junior Warden, I'll do this. No, but you was not elected to be Junior Warden. If I was Senior Warden, no, but they did not elect you to be Senior Warden. See? Same thing for my sisters. The exact same thing. They didn't elect you to be the worthy matron, associate conductress. You're a sister on the sideline. But if you was leader, you would say what you would do when you get there. When you get to that position, then you do that. But until you get there, support the leadership if they're doing right by you. Okay? Let me say this again. Support your Worshipful Master, your worthy matron, your Grand Lodge if they're doing right by the craft, by the sisterhood. If they're doing right by the sisterhood as one of their 3 main principles, if they're doing right by the organization, support them. If they're doing some foul stuff and you know it's foul, you need to pull them to the side and whisper some counsel into their ear. And then if they still don't get their act together, then you have some choices to make. You do. Hear me clearly. Brothers, if your Grand Master is doing some foul stuff and you know it's foul, I mean some foul stuff, stealing money, foul stuff, whatever he may be doing that's foul and you know it's foul, you have a choice to make. All right? That goes for me too. You have a choice to make. Hey, brother, that's foul, man. You shouldn't have hit that woman. You know, you shouldn't have kicked her. You know, that's foul. All right? You have a choice to make. I'm just saying. Sisters the same way. You shouldn't have disrespected that brother. Or you shouldn't, come on now. You have choices to make, sisters. It's okay. I'm just saying. Think about that. Think about it. What else we got here? Let me see, can I catch up a little bit? God done it. 5 words. Wisdom. No tobacco. No alcohol. No tea. Only herb. No caffeine. No illegal substance. We have marijuana legally. Amen. Oh, Malcolm Prophet, I'm not going to read nothing else you post tonight. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, what else we got? Those are 4. What are the other 3? Total 7. I'm only talking about 3 principles. So I'm trying to see. I see Acacia 816 Square put up JPFHC. I'm trying to follow that, just to let you know. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is an excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Ephesians. This brother quoting some scriptures on me. He quoting some scriptures on me. Hey, it's true though. It's really true. So look, we're approaching the 1 hour mark, and I know it's late on the East Coast, so we're gonna get ready to tune off in just a second. I'm just trying to catch up on some things. See, I'm just trying to see what you got. If they're doing right, support them. If your Grand Lodge officers, if your lodge officers are doing right, support them. Support them. But if they're doing some stuff that is foul, then you need to put them to the side and have a conversation with them. And then if they don't do right, then you have a choice to make. You bring them up on charges. If you don't want to do that, you're going to have to step back from the organization and find you one where you're going to be happy and satisfied. You're going to be accepted and respected, not just tolerated. That's what you're going to have to do for yourself if you're going to remain to be a Mason or Eastern Star. So look, as I sign off tonight, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're almost at the hour mark, and I'm just trying to catch up and see what we got posted here, what's going on. I would rather be martyr than a judge. Well, I don't mind being a judge. I don't. We all got choices. What's the name of the book? One more time before you leave. Here you go. This is the book right here. You got to get this book right here. All right? I'm just saying, for the 2,780 subscribers to the channel, as we move forward, this is a good book you have to get for yourself, for your brothers of the craft. It's a very good book to have in your library. And this brother right here, all right, this brother right here, hey, my hat's off to him. This is a great book to have. This is a great book to have. All right. So look, there you have it. It's called Symbolism and Allegories in Freemasonry. Look for the book. It's called In Search of the Masonic Light. And it's a great book. It's very enlightening, very esoteric. I love it. And I'm grateful that he felt that I should be gracious enough to have a copy. This book is $10. This book here is $10, okay? Just so you know, it's $10. It's not an expensive book to have in your library. It's not an expensive book to have. But it's worthy of being in your library, all right? It's worthy of being in your library. So what else we got here tonight? All right, so look. We've been on here for about an hour. I want to say thank you to everybody that showed up tonight. I hope you got some out of it. Please remember the charge of a Mason, and remember your 3 duties as a Mason. These are just reminders. This is also for me, that I should remember my duties as a Mason across the board to my fellow Masons and to all of my brothers and sisters of the craft. As always, thank you. And my last show, we're going to review some of the year's top shows, and we're going to have a good conversation. I won't hold you long, but until then, peace and be well. God bless you, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, all of the things that you so desire coming in 220. Remember, if you don't put forth the works and the actions to accomplish that which you are praying for, it's not going to happen. So whatever you do, keep your light on and stay out the bushes. I'm out.